ice cream. The next one we're going to try is a salted caramel protein ice cream. Now, this is going to be a little questionable, but we're going to trust the process. We're just going to go through the steps, okay, and see how it turns out. No harm, no foul. So one of the main ingredients to this is using cottage cheese. And what I have here is Good Culture, because actually Good Culture is what made me start incorporating more cottage cheese into my diet. It has smaller curds, so it's not nearly as I don't know. It's not nearly as texture heavy, if you will, as other cottage cheese is. So what I'm going to do is let me think about this. I want to incorporate some Greek yogurt in this as well, and that's going to be the base of our yogurt. So I think what I want to do first, let me not put, okay. I think what I want to do first is do a cup of this vanilla Greek yogurt. Okay. All right. Okay. So I put that over there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just like I did the last one, I'm going to blend this up and then we'll pour the batter in our Ninja Creamy container. All right. So we have that going on. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put in, maybe I should give this little spatula a rinse. Hold on one second. Good rinse going here. All right. So now I think I want to do a half of a cup of the cottage cheese. And this is very high protein between the two. All right, so let me show you. If you guys have not had Good Culture cottage cheese, you see how small those kernels are? It's just a better texture, and it actually has helped me to enjoy cottage cheese, because before, not really my thing. And I'm not as crazy about it as I am, say, yogurt, but I will eat it, and I do like incorporating it in my eggs and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna get this in here. Okay, so we're gonna try and add some maple syrup, and in order to do that, for some reason the maple syrup lid gets stuck for me, so I have to use pliers. Usually, okay, it's working. We got it going on now. All right, so lid on this yogurt here, excuse me. All right, and this calls for like 3 tablespoons of maple syrup or honey, whatever your preferred sweetener will be. All right, so we got 3 tablespoons of that. I need 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt. And then how much do I need? 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's all right. The last thing I need is the 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt, and then we will give this a blend. All right, so we're going to put the top on and give it a whirl. out of the way so you guys can see what's going on. There we go. All right, let's see what this looks like. And more importantly, what it tastes like. Because hopefully, you know, I'm expecting a little tartness because of, hello, the Greek yogurt in the, all right. Okay, let's see. That actually isn't bad. I'm really shocked. That actually isn't bad. Okay, I need a little bit more of the maple syrup, I believe. Let's give it just a little bit more. But that is surprising. And maybe a skosh more of vanilla. A skosh to me is a splash. My own little terminology. Okay. All right, let's finish. Okay. All right, so this is our ice cream base for this. I don't think anything else is needed. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Yep. All right. So hopefully this all mixes up under the. All right. This is not going to make nearly as much as chocolate. That's fine. This is really an experimental recipe anyway. So I know for next time to maybe use a full cup of yogurt and a full cup of cottage cheese. I just didn't know with the cottage cheese, you know, and you do want to eat it. It's not like you want to be like, ugh, and chuck it. Okay. So get all of it out, all the goodness out of here. And I'm going to put this in the freezer as well and let this sit. And what gives it the caramel part of it is when you do the mix-ins, you put in about 2 or 3 dates in the mixing part, but we'll get to that later on when we're ready for that. But we're going to put this in the freezer. And yeah, I will be back when it's time to blend it. Hello, friends. We are back for day 2. We have taken the ice creams out of the refrigerator, out of the freezer, let it set. So now I am ready to put this in the machine. And we're starting first with our Greek yogurt cottage cheese ice cream we're making. All right, we're going to put it on, first turn it on. Then we're going to put it on a light ice cream setting. Okay, so it just stopped. Let me push this button on the side to get this off. Actually, it's coming out a little different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, all right, so I freestyled on this one, okay? It calls for some dates to be added for the caramel part of the ice cream. But then I thought to myself, why don't I just saute in some butter, grass-fed butter, some dates, some pecans, a little cinnamon, and let's just see what happens for mixing. You know? Why not? I think the flavor profile will be kicked up a notch. Just enough. Just enough. All right. So this is a very creamy base. We're going to give this a whirl. And I think I'm supposed to hit the mix in this time. Okay. See what this looks like. Oops. Okay. This is looking like it hadn't set in it's soupy, y'all. It's looking like it hasn't set. Hmm. You know what we'll do? We're going to fix it. What I have is that vanilla pudding, just like the chocolate pudding I had the other day. I'll add a little bit of that in there to see if it firms it up, because this is definitely not the consistency of this that I was expecting. All right. So, and I am thinking I'm going to have to put this back in the freezer, and we'll have to do a take 2. Yeah, on this, because I think the pudding will help it set better. Well, that's discouraging. Don't worry, folks. I'm going to get my rhythm on this, and I'm going to figure this thing out. But yeah, that's already thicker. Look at that. So I think I put it back in the freezer. Doesn't really change the taste of this either. All right. So I'm going to put this back in. Okay. So we got our ice cream set. And I am going to try it one more time in the machine. Fingers crossed, you guys. This is gonna be the. So I am going to put this on light ice cream, and let me grab out some. I got a little almond milk in case we need a little splash of something, and we'll give it a whirl. Okay. The texture is interesting. I need to add a little bit of almond milk. And I think that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a respin. All right, let's see how this turned out. Okay, it's runny still, you guys. I don't know. It's good, but it's just really runny. I don't really know what to do with this one. Excuse me. I don't really know what to do with this one because I already put pudding in it and had it set for a little while longer. So, but I will tell you that the dates and the pecans and the pecans in this thing, oh my god, it is delicious. The flavor is definitely there. It's almost like the equivalent of butter pecan ice cream. It's good, but for some reason it's not solidifying. So I don't know what to do. Let me know down below what you think I should do. Should I add more pudding to it? It's already pretty thick. I thought I kept this in here overnight, so I kept it in a whole extra day, thinking that it would definitely be, a different texture. So I'm a little stumped at this one, you guys. The only other thing I can think to add to this is maybe a heavy cream, if not more pudding mix. But let me know down below what you think. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to chalk this one up as a fail, even though flavor wise it's not a fail. It's just texture wise. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm gonna put it back up in the freezer though, and see if I can let it get firm, because I've mixed it all that it can mix in this machine here. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, you guys. That's the video. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you a fully finished product, but gosh, I don't want this to spill on the floor either. But look at that. Like there's bits of dates that give you that caramelly type of taste. And then you have the pecans, and they were all sauteed in butter with some cinnamon. It's delicious. So yeah, we will try this again, just like we tried the chocolate again. The chocolate one worked. So I will see you guys again soon. Until then,